Hello. In this video, we are looking at VPC peering, and so I am on AWS documentations, and I'm looking at this web page about VPC peering. VPC, Virtual Private Cloud, as we know, is a logical isolation between our virtual networks. And then when we look at VPC peering connection, again, it is a networking connection between two VPCs. It enables us to route traffic between two VPCs privately using private IP address. It increases security at the same time traffic stays in AWS backbone, so higher speed, more security, and we don't need any public IP addresses. The instances in either of those VPCs, they communicate with each other as if they are within same network. So we don't need to do any other configuration, just we need to build this VPC peering connection, and then these two VPCs or instances or services in these two VPCs, they are working together as if they are on the same network or same VPC. To do a practice on that, I have here a very simple example. In this example, I have two VPCs, VPC1 and VPC2, and I'm looking to create this very simple topology. So in VPC1, I have one Linux instance, and I have SSH connection to this Linux instance in this subnet, and then by creating VPC peering connection, I try to have a successful ping to an instance on VPC2. VPC2 instance or Linux instance 2 doesn't have any public IP address, right? It's like it's in a private subnet, and we like to ping Linux instance 2 by its private IP. And we are working on learning how this peering connection works. Alright, so let's start building this topology in AWS. Alright, so let's go to AWS, and then here I have, let's go to VPC first. I have here two VPC created, same as whatever we have on our topology, right? Let's make it smaller. So here I have two VPCs. VPC1 has 172.31.00/16 IP block. VPC2 has 10.0.0.0/16 IP block. So VPC1 and VPC2, in each of these two VPCs, I have created one subnet /24 in each of them, the first subnet in each of those /24 networks. Alright, now I'm trying to build this VPC peering connection, and then creating these two instances. So to create that VPC peering, I'm going to the peering part. So here I have peering connection. Let's go and create the first peering connection, and then we look at creating those instances. Let's put a name here like connection between VPC 1 and 2. Then I'm going to say VPC 1 and all like IP block is now associated with VPC 2, right? Will be go to be connected to VPC 2, and let's create that VPC peering connection. They said that you can accept or reject this peering connection request using action menu, right? In action menu, for accepting request, accept the request, and this is done. Because all VPCs, they are on in my own account, right? Otherwise I have to ask other people, or if I like to connect to the other account, I need to connect to other account. Let's check if everything is fine. We have connection between VPC 1 and 2. This is the ID for the peering connection, and then requester VPC 1, acceptor VPC 2, and it seems that everything is fine and the status is active. It's a good news. Now let's continue with the rest of that. To save time, I'm pausing the video. I'm creating these two Linux instances, and I will be with you after creating these two instances. Okay, so I have two instances. Linux instance 1 is created in, let me click on that. It has private IP address and public IP address. It's in VPC 1, same as whatever we have here. So VPC 1, Linux instance 1 on the same subnet, and then the other instance, which is instance 2, it's in 10.0.0/24 subnet, and no public IP address, right? It's in VPC, it's also on VPC 2. And now the instances are ready. Now let's go to instance 1. Let's go to instance 1. Let's go to the instance itself. At the same time, I like to copy instance 2 private IP address. This is instance 2. This is the private IP address. And then I like to ping instance 2, right? So ping doesn't work, right? And we are looking to do troubleshooting for sure. We need to find out why and how can we make it. So let's leave it running as it is. Let's come back here. Let's show you something. On instance 2, this is the security group for instance 2. As you see, ping and ICMP protocol is allowed, right? I didn't restrict and limit it to any single IP address or subnet. Let's leave it as it is for the testing purposes. So security group is okay, but something that is missing here is so peering is active, but a route is maybe the missing part that we need to consider it. Let's go to the route tables. So let's go to the main route tables, right, for each of these VPC 1 and VPC 2. So VPC 1 has a route table here. And let's see. Apart from the local communication, there is one route which goes to the internet, right? And then the problem is that traffic that goes from instance 1 to instance 2 doesn't go to, we don't like to go to the internet, right? We like to send this traffic. Actually, it pings private IP address, right? So if it even it cannot go to the public network, we like to send it to the private network and through the peering connection. So logically thinking, we need to add a route, and we need to say if any traffic goes to the destination, which is VPC 2, it should go through the peering connection and through our only peering connection that we have, right? So this is for VPC 1. And now on the other VPC, VPC 2, we have a local communication. We do not have any public or internet connection. And at the same time, we should say, because for ping we are looking for two-way communication, right? We should say if any traffic goes to this IP block, it should go through peering connection and this is the only peering connection that we have, right? All right, so let's see. Apart from these routes, we need to also check the subnet association. There is not any subnet here, right? Let's see, I need to associate subnets to this route, and let's go to the other route, VPC1, and let's see if so this is a route table for PC1, and let's see subnet association. Let's also associate this subnets. So it seems that for VPC1 I have a route with internet gateway and peering connection, and subnet is already associated. For VPC2 I have also peering connection and subnet is associated. Let's look at, oh okay, so good news is now peering, the ping connection is now works, right? Let's stop it. Let's do it again. Okay, so ping works, right? We could ping now. We could successfully ping from Linux 1 to Linux 2, and traffic for sure goes to through peering connection because we define it, right? We define routes to have that internal traffic. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that, and thank you.